So today I was sitting here doing a makeup tutorial and I have no idea why I'm going to put up this specific video, but I thought about this and I was going to put my hair in a French braid just to kind of get it out of my face, and I realized, like a lot of people don't know how to French braid, and it's actually kind of hard to do, like if you have no idea how. So I figured I would show you guys the easiest way. I figured out how to French braid, and I realized once I learned how to French braid my hair straight back, I figured out how to French braid sections over here and over here. So if you guys want to see a more in-depth French braid video, like French braiding this part of your hair, let me know. But today I'm going to just show you how to French braid your hair straight down from the back. And I am going to make this video a voiceover so I can just concentrate on braiding, and then I'll voice over how to do it. So the first thing you want to do when you're going to French braid your hair is make sure it's brushed out, and I haven't brushed my hair out in a while and this brush is pretty disgusting. So I'm going to brush my hair out, and my hair is so long that I have to kind of start from the bottom and go up, which is what they recommend you doing when brushing your hair, by the way. If you didn't know, you're supposed to start at the bottom and go up, because if you start from the top and go down, you're going to be ripping a bunch of rats out of your hair, or knots, or however you call your little hair unwanted fiends. Okay, and then next, if your hair is dirty or if it's second day hair, it's also really important to put a little dry shampoo in it so you don't have oily hair. So I'm gonna just throw some dry shampoo in here. Another reason this is great, something just fell out. Another reason this is great is if you want a little bit more texture to your hair, you can definitely use some dry shampoo for that. And also, another thing I'd recommend, if you have really fine hair, if you put a texturizing spray or sea salt spray in your hair, like if your hair does not want to hold any styles ever, if you put texturizing spray or sea salt spray in your hair, it may actually hold your hair a lot better. Alright, so now I'm gonna just turn around, and I'm so sorry my phone is being annoying. I'm gonna just turn around and I'm gonna start braiding my hair, and I'll show you guys how to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize first of all, because I'm kind of out of frame for the top half of this, which is kind of the main part, and I'm really sorry. But what I do is kind of pull the top front section of my hair up into what, like, maybe if you were going to do like a half up, half down ponytail, and I start by sectioning it off into 3 sections and just braiding it as I normally would. And it took me a minute to kind of get a hold of the hairs, so yeah, you can just see I would braid it as I normally would. So now, taking from my right side, I'm going to add a little piece of hair from it, and I'm just using my thumb to kind of measure it out. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, and I'm going to cross that section over the top of the middle section, and that leaves the section on the left. So then you're going to take hair from the left side and cross that over the middle section as well. So you're just kind of starting from one end and crossing over the middle section every time. So again, I'm going to my right, grabbing a little bit of hair, and I'm going to cross that hair over the middle section of hair. And again, I'm so sorry you can't see this part, but I swear you'll be able to see it in a little bit. I'm taking from the left side again and grabbing that and adding it to the left side section, and then crossing it over the middle. So basically, to do a French braid, you're just braiding as you normally would, but adding a little bit of hair as you go. So I'm doing the same thing on the right, once again, grabbing a small amount of hair and crossing it over the middle section of hair. And again on the right side, or I guess this is the left side now, and crossing it over into the middle section of hair. So I'm just doing that over and over again, and I'm really kind of bad at like keeping my hands in place, but I fumble around with it a little bit. When you get towards the bottom, it can get to be a little bit tricky to figure out what hair you're grabbing, so I start to just kind of grab as I go. This area is probably the hardest. I just grab hair closest to that section until all of the hair underneath is in the braid too. So this is where sections can tend to get a little bit thicker, but you're just gonna braid it into a normal braid. Now that we've got to this point, I kind of stopped to show you that I'm at this point with the braid. So now you can just go ahead and braid it, and I like to pull mine off to the side to braid it, because usually when I wear a French braid like this, I pull my braid off to the side as the day goes anyways, and I don't usually just leave it down my back. So this way it kind of braids nicely to the side, and it kind of turned into like a French side braid, which is just kind of how I do it. Plus my hair is long enough to do that. So yep, I just braid it down as I normally would, and then I'm gonna want to take an elastic to tie it off, and I'm just using a black one because it's what I had. I would actually really recommend like a clear elastic so it's not showing on your hair, because that, you know, it's easier to like match your hair that way because it's clear. So I would definitely recommend that if you are looking for a better elastic. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull apart the braid a little bit because my hair is so fine that it doesn't look very voluminous, and I'll just pull it apart, and I'll even do that up at the top a little bit, not too much, just a little bit to give it a little bit of volume. And that is my finished braid, and that's what it looks like from the top. I wish I would have sat like this when I filmed the tutorial, but that's what it looks like all the way down, and I really love my braid like this.
Alright guys, so that is how I French braid my hair back. I really hope it looks good because I wasn't looking, and usually I look in a mirror or something when I'm doing it, but a lot of the times I might just like throw a French braid in. Sometimes when you're getting towards the bottom it can be tricky to figure out like where you're gonna grab your hair, but most of the time when I French braid my hair I'll do it like that, and then I'll just leave this to the side, and I just don't like it behind my back, so most of the time I'll just have it going to the side. So that's why I usually pull it off to the side when I braid it down, because I like to leave it hanging to the side. So let me know if this is how you guys French braid your hair too, or if you guys have a different trick to French braiding your hair, or let me know if you guys want to see any more hairstyle videos from me. I'm really trying very hard to be more like courageous with my hairstyles, I guess you could say. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you want to see this makeup tutorial, I will have that linked in the little card thing that comes up on this side or this side. I don't know the sides yet. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!